Hello student. Today in this lecture we are going to discuss about the vector and vector algebra. Okay. Before start to the algebra directly, we will talk about the vector. Okay. So what is the vector? As we know that the vector is a geometric entity that has a both magnitude and direction. Right. Suppose if you I want to represent the vector. Okay. So this is the initial point. Suppose this point is A and this point is B and the magnitude is given by the A bar, right? So as we know that the vector, as I told you, both has a magnitude and direction. So this is the direction, and this length, actually this length is a magnitude. This length is a magnitude of a vector, right? And we know that in the physics there is a vector has so much important role or so much importance, like there are certain quantities like velocity, displacement and acceleration. Velocity, acceleration, displacement, they all are represented by the vector. Okay, as I told you and as I draw you to the representation of a vector. Okay, representation of a vector, simply we just use the arrow to represent the vector. This is point A, this is point B, and this is A bar, right? So there is some another ways there also. You may also write the AB bar. The vector is denoted by the AB bar because this is the initial point. Generally we say it as a tail. Generally we say it as a tail, and this part is a head. This part is a head, right? So the representation is a very simple. Okay, the standard form of, suppose you are representing the vector A bar, or suppose is there any vector like a P bar, right? There is a some standard representation of a vector, just like suppose I am representing here a P vector, any vector like P vector. Okay, vector P bar, which is denoted by A into I bar plus B into J bar plus C into K bar. So here A, B and C are the real numbers. A, B, C are the real numbers. Okay, and I bar, J bar and K bar is the unit vectors. I bar, J bar and K bar are the unit vectors. So what is the unit vectors? Okay, we will understand the unit vectors in a next slide, that is types of vector. Okay, we will study about the unit vectors. Okay, so as I told you, the initial point is called as a tail, and the where the terminal point of the vector is called as the heads. Okay, so vector describes the movement of an object from one place to the another space. Okay, so generally the basis of vector, right? Magnitude of vector, as I told you, but there are some methods where we can find the magnitude of a vector. Okay, so I hope that you are clear about the representation of a vector and denotion of a vector. Okay, so the magnitude of vector can be calculated by, here the new topic is the how to calculate the magnitude of a vector. Okay, magnitude of a vector. Simple, there is a standard formula for to find the magnitude. Okay, just take the square root of its component and just add them. Okay, so there is the formula, just like if I want to find the magnitude of a vector A bar or P bar. Okay, simply I will use the formula P square root A square B square and C square. Okay, but when if P is the, if A and B and C are the component of vector P bar, are the component. Okay, so the magnitude of vector is given by this formula. Now how we can find the angle between two vectors? angle between two vectors. Okay, so suppose two vectors, we have a two vectors, vector A and vector B is here. Okay, and if you want to find the product, okay, so or if you want to find the angle, sorry, if you want to find the angle between these two vectors, then simply we can finding by the dot product. Okay, angle A dot B is equal to magnitude of A magnitude of B into cos theta. Right, this is standard formula. And how we can find the angle? Rearrange this formula for the angle just like theta is equal to cos inverse A into B divided by magnitude of A and B. So this is the standard formula to find the angle between two vectors. Okay, now the next point is types of vector. Okay, so the next point is types of vector. Okay, a very first zero vector. The first type of vector is zero vectors. Simply, the definition of zero vector is very simple. The vectors whose magnitude is 0, or the vectors that have a zero magnitude is called as a zero vector. The vector whose magnitude is 0 is called as a zero vector, and it is always denoted by cap on the head. Every vector it is denoted by the cap on head. Okay, and the 0 0 0 is the component of that zero vector. Okay, so since it is a zero vector, it has a no direction. Okay, it is always denoted by this symbol, and it has a no direction and zero magnitude. It has a no direction and zero magnitude, and it is actually additive identity of a vectors. Okay, it is also called as the additive quantity of a vectors. Okay, so the next type of a vector is a unit vector. So the definition is really simple. Okay, so the magnitude of a vector or a vectors that have a magnitude is equal to the 1. Magnitude is equal to the 1 is called as a unit vector. Okay, and it is denoted by the cap, that is the triangular cap on the head. Okay, so it is also called as the multiplicative identity of a vectors. Okay, and the magnitude generally it is the generally this unit vector is denoted or used to denote the direction of a vectors. Okay, what is its use? To denote direction of a vector. Denote the direction of a vector. So keep in mind this vector is really an important, because so many times or so many examples the this vector or this word really comes like unit vector, but it has a magnitude always equal to the 1, and it is always used to denote the direction of a vector. Okay, the next type of vector is a position vector. Okay, so I'm writing here position vector. Okay, so generally, as its name suggests, okay, so the position vectors are used to determine the position and direction of a direction. Okay, it is used to for what? It is used to determine the position and movement. It is used to determine the position and movement of a vectors in a 3D space. Okay, in a 3D space. Okay, so it is also relative with the other bodies, and it is changing continuously. Okay, so it is also called as the location vector. Okay, so the next type of vector is a equal vectors. The next type of vector is a equal vectors. the two or more vectors are said to be equal, but when the two or more vectors are said to be equal, vectors are said to be equal if their magnitude and directions are equal, if their magnitude and directions are equal, just like here is the vector, one vector, that is the a bar, okay, and here is the another vector just like b bar. Suppose their magnitude is also equal and their direction is also equal, therefore we can say these two vectors are equal vectors. Okay, so the next type of vector is negative vector. The next type of vector is negative vectors. Okay, the definition of a negative vector is really simple. A vector said to be the negative of another vector if they have a same magnitude but the opposite direction. The definition is really simple. Suppose this is a vector and this is other vector. Okay, now you can simply say that this a bar is a negative vector of a b bar, or b bar is a negative vector of a bar, because of why they both have a same magnitude, but they are in opposite direction. Therefore this vector is said to be the negative of each other. Okay, the another is the parallel vectors. Next type of vector is a parallel vectors. Okay, two or more vectors are said to be the parallel if they have a same direction, okay, but not necessarily the same magnitude. Okay, just like, okay, this is the one vector. Okay, this is one vector. Okay, say again vector a bar. Okay, and this is another vector. Okay, just say b bar. Okay, now they are both a bar and b bar are parallel vectors because of why they have a same direction but not necessarily they have a same magnitude, because you can say that the b bar vector has a large magnitude as compared to the a bar. Okay, so now the angle between this a bar and b bar is a 0 degree, but if the angle between a bar and b bar is a differ by 180 degree, then the vector said to be the anti-parallel. Okay, just like here. Okay, suppose this is vector a bar, and here is the vector b bar. Okay, so the angle between them is a 180 degree. Okay, therefore this two vector is said to be the anti-parallel vector. Okay, now the next type of vector is orthogonal vectors. The next type is orthogonal vectors. Okay, so definition is again very simple. Okay, if the angle between these two vector or any two or there is a two or more vectors in a space, okay, when they are said to be the orthogonal if the angle between them is a 90 degree. Okay, if suppose, without writing the definition, I am just drawing the vector diagram. Here is the vector a bar and another vector is a b bar. Okay, now the angle between a bar and b bar is a 90 degree, therefore this vector is said to be the orthogonal vector. Vector a bar and vector b bar is a orthogonal. Okay, in the above case we have found the angle between two vectors. Okay, and we have a formula that how we can find the angle between two vector, like suppose a bar into b bar is equal to magnitude of a bar magnitude of b bar is equal to the cos theta. Okay, Now you know the angle between these two vector is a 90 degree, and as we know the value of cos 90 degree is always 0, therefore the dot product between a bar and b bar is 0. It is always 0. Okay, it is one of the most important properties that you need to understand. Okay, another type of vector is co-initial vector. Okay, co-initial vector, again I am writing the here co-initial vector. Okay, the vector that have a same initial point are said to be the co-initial vector. Just like, see, this is the vector a, okay, and this is the vector b. Okay, vector a bar and vector b bar. So the co-initial, that's mean what, they have a same initial point, and therefore these vector are said to be the initial or co-initial vector. Okay, so in this video we will understood the types of vector and actual the definition of vector, representation of a vector. Okay, so the next video we will understand the vector formulas and vector algebra. Okay, thank you so much.